What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Tank Top Hank. I am Tank Top Hank, and I'm here with my man Miles Love. How you doing, Miles?
I'm doing fantastic, Hank. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I get in there, I'm good. I'm bueno. So, final college football playoff rankings were released, and the stage is set for the playoffs. First game we're going to look at, number 1, Alabama, which had a big win over Georgia in the SEC Championship. They're taking on Cincinnati, who's ranked number 4, the only undefeated team in the playoffs. What are your thoughts on this game, Miles?
Well, my thoughts are roll tide, Alabama sweep, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I mean, I hate to say it, but...
I hate to say it, too, because I've never really been a huge Alabama guy.
Yeah, go Elephants, man.
No, we're not no roll tide, no go Elephants. But in this game, I have to roll with the Elephants because, I mean, they're minus 14. I unfortunately think they do cover the spread. They win by at least 3 touchdowns. Cincinnati, I hate to say it because Cincinnati's been a fun team to watch, and it's the first team in the playoffs that's not a Power 5 team.
Yes.
Which I think is fun. I'd love to see them make a run and win the championship.
A little Cinderella story.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, though.
Yeah.
Bama is just, I mean, they took care of business against Georgia. They are going to get it done against Cincy. So, number 2, Michigan versus number 3, Georgia. We just mentioned Georgia. Georgia's a 7.5-point favorite in this game. Who you got?
So,
You recently started...
sports gambling.
Yeah, I'm supposed to say that out loud.
I added it
technically illegal, but I mean, I don't do it because I know I get carried away. But you've recently started sports betting.
Yeah, no, I added it.
So who are you going to bet on in this game?
I added it to my list of vices, and I think I'm going to bet on Michigan. It's going to be, I know most people want to...
plus 7.5. I like that bet.
That's what I'm saying. I know most people want to go Georgia, but I would really love to see Michigan and Alabama in the national championship. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
You know what time it is, Miles?
What time is it?
It's time for a TTHHT. Tank Top Hank hot take. Michigan is going to take down Georgia, and then they're going to beat Alabama in the national championship. Harbaugh was on the hot seat. Now he's going to be national champ. That's my Tank Top Hank hot take.
Scorching hot.
Yeah, it's scorching. Most people thinking, either Alabama or Georgia. Once again, no. This is a Tank Top Hank hot take. Michigan wins it all. That boy Harbaugh is going to take home the hardware.
Yeah, that's right. Hardball with the hardware.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Steelers at Vikings tonight. We're going to shift gears to NFL. Vikings coming off a bad loss to the Lions.
Yeah.
Anytime you lose to the Lions, it's pretty bad.
That's a bad loss. Yeah.
Steelers coming off a big 1-point win against the Ravens. I think the Vikings turn it around and get a big win at home versus the Steelers.
I think the same thing. The exact same thing. I don't trust Big Ben. I think he's too big, too old. Personally. Too big, too old, and I like the Vikings a lot. I don't know. And just the Steelers organization as a whole, I'm not a fan of. Juju Smith-Schuster is just not my guy. Not my guy at all.
I got you.
So I'm going Vikings.
Yeah, me too. I think Vikings get it done.
Yeah.
The Vikes. All right, Raiders at Chiefs. You're a Kansas City guy. Who you got in this game?
I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
You got the
Kansas City Chiefs. There's no doubt in my mind. We're going to the Super Bowl. Talk to me in February. How about that?
All right.
Another hot take.
Yeah, Chiefs are probably the hottest team in the NFL right now.
That's right.
They beat the Raiders 41-14 just like a month ago when they played them. So
defense turned it around. Stone Cold Jones, just a menace on the field. Daniel Sorensen is tricking the front office into re-signing him by getting that interception last game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Chiefs get it done. Bills at Bucks.
Ooh.
Bills are 2-3 in their last 5 games, including a 9-6 loss to the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And then the Bucks are 3-2 in their last 5 games, and they've won their last 3 straight games. So Bucks are going up, Bills are going down. Another Tank Top Hank hot take. We're looking right here. Bills are going to go into Tampa. They're not going to get to 1 game away from 500 because what are they, like 7-5 right now?
Yeah.
They lose, they get to 7-6. They're not going to get there. Bills are going to turn it around. Another TTHHT. Bills beat the Bucks in Tampa this week. What do you think?
See, I don't like either of these teams.
Okay.
At all. I got a sour taste in my mouth from last year with the Bucks, and I don't like Tom Brady, but I do like Ndamukong Suh. Also, Ndamukong Suh, his name translates to House of Spears.
Oh, wow.
That's a little...
Makes sense why he steps on people's fingers.
That's right, exactly. It's like spears on his shoes. Anyway, I also don't like the Bills one bit. Bills Mafia thinks they're real cool. They think they're the best fan base. Not true. Chiefs Kingdom. Lock it in easily. I'm going Bucks.
You're going Bucks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Monday Night Football, Rams at Cardinals. Cardinals beat up on the Rams 37-20 last time they played. That was the final score. Rams had lost 3 straight until they had beat the Jaguars this past week. So, again, kind of a trend. Cardinals going up, Rams going down. This is not going to be TTHHT. I think it's funny to say. Cardinals are going to win, improve to 11-2, which is will be the best record in the NFL. What do you think?
I think so too. I don't like the Rams. They're from St. Louis, which is just already well, they're not in St. Louis, but they're from St. Louis, which is already just a red flag.
The Dirty Lou.
The Dirty Lou, as they call it,
As I call it. I've never heard anybody else say that.
Well, the Dirty Lou.
We're starting a trend.
The Dirty Lou. So I'm going to go Cardinals too. I like the Cardinals a lot. DeAndre Hopkins there now. Might as well, right?
All right. Well, we're going to shift gears now. I like that pick. I'm also going Cardinals. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley 2 on December 18th in Tampa, Florida. If you haven't checked social media this week, you're probably thinking, I thought it was Tommy Fury. It was Tommy Fury. But then he withdrew from the fight because he had like a bacterial infection in his stomach, something that actually, I think he had a broken rib as well. Which makes sense why he's a broken rib, because there's literally videos of Tyson Fury, the heavyweight champ, banging on his abdomen with a medicine ball. I guess it's supposed to train your core. It might have been what broke his rib.
That would make sense.
It would make sense. So it was like a hilarious meme. Not funny that he broke his rib, obviously. I hope he gets better.
Not at all.
The fact that that's a training method is comical. So, yeah, Tommy Fury had to back out for obvious reasons. He's not ready to fight. He's injured. He's sick with a bacterial infection. But this Tyron Woodley has been training. He's been wanting the rematch. Jake Paul's given him the rematch. Jake Paul is giving Tyron Woodley $500,000 if he knocks him out, which is I like that incentive, because now people aren't going to say, "Oh, the fight's fixed." No, this is so. How does this fight play out? What do you think?
So here's the thing: is with all these Paul brother fights, I'm always thinking I can't wait to see him get his stuff rocked. I can't wait to see him just fall first round.
Yeah.
And I always get burned. I always get burned.
So you're rocking with Jake?
I hate to say it, but I'm rocking with Jake.
How do you think he wins? Knockout?
No, I think it's just gonna go to decision.
That's exactly what I was thinking as well. I think there's gonna be some unlike last fight, I think there's gonna be some knockdowns. I don't think there were any knockdowns last fight. I think there'll be some knockdowns. Some guys are gonna hit the canvas.
Yeah.
Maybe hit the canvas pretty hard.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's going to be any knockouts in this fight.
And that's going to be the thing. And then people are going to still be debating it Jake Paul won, but he shouldn't have. And, like there was with the past fights.
I think it'll be less, though, since one, the incentive to knock him out for $500,000.
Yes.
People are not going to say it's fixed. And two, if he beats him by decision twice, it's okay. Woodley could have knocked him out in 2 fights. So, yeah, I think Jake Paul wins, but not by knockout, by decision. Same thing. I think they're probably doing another 8-round fight, just like they did last time. They'll probably be the same thing.
And Ben Askren brought shame to the University of Missouri. Shame. Ben.
Yeah. Ben Askren. He's a funny guy, though.
He's a funny guy.
He's a great UFC fighter. That's why, people, I think he has kind of a bad rap now.
Yeah.
Because
he clearly
got knocked out by Jake Paul. But one, nothing he wasn't trying. It's just he didn't look like he was in the shape that he's usually in. If you go back to his UFC weigh-ins, he looks a lot better.
Yeah.
And two, his strength was never striking in the UFC. He was always a great wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And so that's why, I'm not saying it's an illegitimate win for Jake Paul. I think that's a legit win.
And if you watched,
he beat a UFC fighter it came over to boxing, and he's been training striking his whole life. So that's a good win for Jake Paul. But at the same time, I think people should have seen it coming. This guy's not a real great striker.
And if you watch the pre-game interview, the pre-fight interviews, you can see Ben Askren's just he doesn't care. He's just there for the money.
There for the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, Ben Askren, not a supreme striker. No. If they did a wrestling match, he would have wiped the floors with Jake Paul. But all credit to Jake Paul. he's
street fight. Who you got? Ben Askren, Jake Paul. Just
Askren.
The
fight always goes to the ground. The wrestler and the jiu-jitsu guys know how to get it done. But yeah, I think credit to Jake Paul. He's got it done so far. He's undefeated. I think that continues. He's proven to be he's got some power in his fists. I think he'll have a solid career at that 190-pound weight class. I don't think he's ever going to be a world champ.
No.
But I think he will continue to entertain at the very least. And camera switch, we're back at this camera right here. That's going to do it all for Tank Top Hank. Actually, I'll say Goodbye to my man Miles.
Thank you,
for joining
Henry.
me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, of course. This is Tank Top Hank. I'm Tank Top Hank. It's the last episode of 2021. Can't wait to see y'all in 2022. Goodbye. Good night. Merry Christmas.